Hello everyone, it's Tristan Dodson here, back at it again with some VIVHL action. This is a Div 5-6 matchup between the Victoria Silvertips in the white with gray and black trim and the Victoria Hot Wings in the navy blue with red and orange. Thank you everybody for tuning in, we appreciate it. Get my rosters up here on my phone. Play will commence momentarily. Goaltenders getting ready, and referees for today are Dave Reddy and Chris Fulton. Off the draw, it's won back by the Hot Wings. Payment, rather Constable to Fox. Fox pass up, intercepted. At the blue line, they can't get the zone. Sent down, it would have been offside as Mandrick was in. Now he checks up, try to chip it in off a block by Travis Ram there. Here's Mandrick looking in, shot, big block there by Fox. Good defense there, in some feet. The Silvertips still control. Pass down low. Pass to the front, blocked off the foot there accidentally, spinning around by Fox. Sent all the way down, it'll be icing. Give me time to get my rosters here, hopefully. Oh, wrong one there. Hot Wings. Face-off draw will go deep into the Hot Wing zone after some good pressure early by the Silvertips. Off the draw, Ostrander with there. Ostrander wins it. Chip to the middle, to the captain. Pardon me, chip play down low. Fanned on, now it's got deep. Fox will pick it up defensively. Spins it around to Constable, Nicole Constable pass up. Travis Ram controls. Ram fed across. Pass back off the foot, running back of a Silvertips defender rather. Now Mandrake to Ostrander. Gary Ostrander pass to the line, back to Mandrake. Mandrake controls, slows it down. Pass to the captain just inside the red line. Cross again. Now back to Mandrake. They slow down the play here. Keegan Mandrake takes a look. Spins off the check of Henwood, now lays it back. Ostrander picks it up on a pass from the point. Back across. Kept in at the line. Chip down low. Off the stick of Mandrake. Now battle for it from Henwood. Constable there in support as well. Mandrake will get it. Now Fowler. Fowler with Ram. Fowler gets great pressure by one of the Silvertips players in the middle. Sent all the way down off a chip, so icing's waved off. The Silvertips get it in their own zone. They pass it up. They get the line, but they call it offside, I believe. As one of the players in, I think it was Ostrander, didn't check up. As he rushed the draw there and was in and didn't get back to the line to negate that offside. Face-off draw will come just outside the Hot Wing zone. Off the draw, it's won cleanly there by the Silvertips in neutral territory. Pass in deep. Controlled, pass to the middle. Shot, they score! Quick goal. The Silvertips have been applying the pressure here early. They're just giving it rather, and they score a goal. Face off center court, won by the Silvertips. They control, they slow it down past center. Shot on goal to Curtis Stewart, stick to the side. Picked up here by the Silvertips. They slow it down, shot. Great stick by Verk there to interrupt that. And get her stick in that lane, block that shot high. Face-off draw will be deep in the Hot Wing zone with the Silvertips leading with a score of 1-0 from that quick goal moments ago. The Hot Wings win the draw clean. Here's Burke, pass up blocked. Pass to the middle, but Hepolano's in the way. In some feet, Hepolano drives the middle. Her stick gets lifted and kind of hooked there to interrupt that play up. Pass to number 2. 2 driving in, controls. Backhand, ran out of real estate, lost the space there and tried a little chip, but Stewart makes the save. That was Anzum's, I believe. Yes, that was. Off the draw. Garant will take it. Garant wins it back. Number 21 there, that's Hebert rather. Hebert's shot. Ostrander gets it. Another chance at it. The defense is late as Radonovich gets back. Here's Hebert. Hebert tries to shoot at the net for a tip in front from either Ostrander or Garant there on the line. Now it's chipped off a glove, out of play. Face-off will be deep into the hot wing zone as it's a defender that hits that out of the rink here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Current score 1-0 in favor of the Victoria Silvertips over the Victoria Hot Wings for this Div 5-6 game. Off the draw. Ram versus Ostrander. Ostrander wins it. Instant some feet. Pass to the middle. Great look. Spun off a check there. Great play by number 18 of the Silvertips. Number 18 is Smith. Oh, down low to 11. Pelly. Shot by Smith. Blocked. He falls down and gets a play on the ball on a secondary attempt as Peter Tick was all gone there if he didn't get a second whack at it. Now it's chipped off Tick's stick into the Silvertips bench. Face-off will pop just outside this hot wing zone in neutral territory, I believe. Ostrander will take the draw against Ram. Ostrander wins it clean. Played off the boards, almost hits Chris Fulton, the ref, but he gets out of the way. Sent down. Now here's Tick for the Hot Wings. Tick, great play up to Sea-Doo. Sea-Doo's at his feet. He couldn't get it. Ostrander's there in support. Now chipping that down was number 55, Cathcart. Cathcart down low to Pelly, who makes center and chips it down. Or no, he didn't make center either. My apologies. So it'll be icing. Face-off will go deep in the Silvertip zone, rather. Shots on goal, 4-0 in favor of the Silvertips. They have one goal. Stewart probably wants that one back because it beat him down low on the 5-hole with no traffic in front, but it was a bit of a tricky one. It's fast moving and he was standing up, trying to get back down. The butterfly was a bit too late. Face-off draw deep in the Silvertip zone. They win it back to, win it up, the Hot Wings. I thought they win it back. Tipped in front on goal. And swallowed up by the goaltender, Flero. Didn't need that much flair on that glove save. It just chipped right to his hand. He just snagged it. I think with a name like Flero, he'd have more flair. But that one wasn't necessary. Just kept it routine. Face off deep in the Silvertip zone. It's won back by them defensively. Here's Cathcart, plays it up the wall. Payment tries to keep it in. She does. Great play. A 3-on-2 developing. 3-on-3 as number 12 for the defender gets back. That was Andrews. Now here's Payment. The Hot Wing shoots. Looking for a tip in front. But it just passed the stick there in the high slot. The battle for the ball. There's Jones. Number 69 tries to get a whack at it, but it's cleared down. Now here's a pass across from Ostrander. Here's Golly. Austin Golly slows it down, makes a play up the middle. Tries to feed that to Fowler, but he couldn't quite get it there. Tries to whack it down, but it goes past his stick. Here's a chance on a change, but they slow it down. Here's Mandrake. Keegan Mandrake controls. Takes a look, drives the middle, shoots, blocked. Loose in front, but Payment will use her body as a shield and then bring it up. Tries a pass across to Fowler. Staying there is number 7, Grinder, to get in the way. The pass in the slot, a shot. Great defensive stick by Fox there to get the poke on it just in time to possibly stop a goal, as Stewart was a little bit late. He might have got there with the toe. He was getting across too, but great defensive play there. Now kept in at the line on the clearing attempt by Golly. Constable's there. Constable whacks the stick down. The rebound hits the high pad of Stewart up into the netting, out of play. Face-off will come deep in the Hot Wing zone as the Silvertips apply the pressure here early in this game, as they're up 1-0 as well. So far, the chances have been, quality chances have been all in favor of the Silvertips. Face off, one back by Ram. Ram plays it down low. There's Constable. Constable tries to feed it to Hepilano. She'll get there. Hepilano. Great back check by the Silvertips defender there. Unreal. Tyler Smith with a huge play for his team to get back and stop a possible shot on goal on a great look. Stretch pass for Hepilano from Constable. Pass across. Mandrake plays it down low. There's Pelly to Mandrake. Or that was Garant to Mandrake. Mandrake controls, plays it across. Hebert to Elborn, but it's past them. It's battle for the ball. Constable whacks at it. A pass slow and a little chipper to the middle, blocked. Here's Ram, Travis Ram, chips it past Garant, but he brings it back in. Now a pass up in the middle. Here's Hepilano, but another great defensive play there by Smith. Smith pass across. Picking up his Garant. Rob Garant controls. With them in support is Grinder. He gets it across to Grinder. Now Grinder to Mandrake. Playing it in deep. Expecting Hebert to rush in, but he stays back defensively. Now pass D to D. That's Fox to Constable. Constable pass up the middle to Golly. Here's Austin Golly. Great chip pass up just out of the reach of Seedhu there, but he'll get in support. Rather, he'll rush back and also get a second chance at it. Now he'll get it to Golly. Here's Golly. Golly, a pass to Tick. Tick shoots. Big save by Flero there. What a snag. Andrew Flero stands tall. Only his third shot. He had to protect there, and he saves all three of them so far. We'll see if the Hot Wings can get some more shots on goal. But it's close here. The Silvertips only have one more with 4 shots on goal. Fortunately for the Hot Wings, though, one of those was a goal. And some feet. Battle for it. Here's Seedhu. Seedhu spins off a check. Loses the ball. Here's Tick. Shot. Big block in front by Anzems. What a play defensively. Huge defensive play by Logan Anzems there. In some feet. Chipped out. He's trying to clear it, but he can't. It's sent down. Golly tries to play it to Verk. Anzems on Verk hard, though. Verk makes a play. Verk chip pass up to Tick. Tick pass across. Seedhu. Seedhu loses control but gets it back. Golly to Tick. It's blocked, though. Golly will get it back, try to feed it to Tick, but it's knocked into the air. Great hand-eye. It's number 18 with a great play. Who's 18? There's Anzems, pass across to Ostrander. Ostrander shot, and he scores! What a goal. He had no space there on the sharp angle shot, it looked like, but he found some space. He snipes it home. It's the second goal of this game. 2-0 lead for the Silvertips over the Hot Wings, courtesy of Ostrander. Face off, center court, it's 1-up, but then Henwood gets a stick on it. Chip to the middle, off his foot, played back in. Back to the middle, there's Haremsmau getting a great defensive play in the middle, but now pass right back in from center. Picking that up is Pelly, here's Chris Pelly. Pass up to Garant. Garant controls, slows it down, plays it to the point to Grinder, the captain. Grinder winds, chip just wide on a tip there. Good luck, that was number 12, Andrews, the forward. Getting a piece of it, but not enough. Now, great play, battle on the boards. Cathcart with a great battle. He comes up with the ball with 2 players on him, checking him. Pelly slows it down. Gets it back to Cathcart. Cathcart shot blocked. And some feet. Good defensive play by Ram there, but the secondary attempt is kept by Cathcart. Now, another great defensive play by Ram. Now, Henwood plays it up. Henwood chips it past. Twice past Guerin, 88 versus 88 battle. Henwood, number 88 of the Hot Wings, tries to pass up, but Grinder gets in the way, but now he tries to play it behind his net, and it's blocked. And the second chance chipped down around behind the net, back across. There's a pass across from Andrews to Pelly. Pelly tries to drive the middle, great defensive stick there by Verk. Now Golly drives the middle. He saw some space and time to bring it up, he'll hustle ahead. Now Henwood's shot blocked off the foot there of Cathcart. Grinder, the captain, plays it up past Golly. Golly in a battle with Garant and Grinder. Two of their best players here for the Silvertips. Now play down low. Good look. Sneaky pass to Andrews, but wasn't quite ready as he didn't expect that, understandably so. Now chip down off a glove. Here's Jones. Jones controls. Jones takes a look, plays it up to Austin Golly. Golly watched by Grinder. Golly's pass blocked by the stick of Grinder here. Ostrander got a pass up to the middle, but on a long shift there was number 12. Now Hepilano plays it down low to Jones. In front, Cathcart will block it. Now Cathcart will play it out, but it's past the stick of one of the forwards. Chipped it in as Payment lost the handle on it twice, but nobody was there right away to chip it down the other way for the Silvertips. Battle for it. Jones gets slammed to the boards by, rather the high glass by Grinder there. Great play. Not enough contact for a penalty, but just to push him off the ball there and make him lose possession. Now here's Payment. Payment pass up. Golly. Great pass by Payment there. Golly tries to chip it to himself, but Grinder's there and just calmly plays that out of harm's way. Here's Mandrake. Mandrake takes a look, drives the middle. Pass down low. Ostrander. Pass in front, shot. Great block by Jones defensively. Now they can't clear a shot. Swallowed up by Stewart for a moment, but then it pops free. He's going to want that one back. That one was ugly. He had the control of the ball and he loses it. Curtis Stewart not having a good night tonight. Just had to cover that up, but couldn't. So it's now 3-0 in favor of the Victoria Silvertips over the Victoria Hot Wings. Just over 6 minutes left of this first of two periods here. 17-minute frames. So we're at the end stages of this first half. Face-off draw with the Silvertips up 3. It's won back by the Hot Wings. The Hot Wings trying to get back in within it here a bit. Now Tick from a pass from Fox to Henwood. Back to Tick on a weird play. Peter Tick controls. It's knocked off his stick. Here's Seed who shot. Toe save or stick save there. One or the other by Flero. Now here comes Ostrander chipping that up to number 8. Number 8's Elborn. Elborn tries to drive it in. It's blocked by Seedhu, but Ostrander will help him out and get it back. Pass in deep. Blocked by Ostrander. Now played back down in. Here's Mandrake. Pass to the middle. Here's Ostrander. Smith on the high point here. Battle for the ball. Ostrander was going to feed it to Smith there, but he can't because Fox is hard on him there with the D. Kind of sounds wrong. Brought in. Seed who gets it past center. Now it's chip pass to Tick, blocked. Smith plays it in. Tyler Smith down low. Number 8, Elborn. Elborn back to Garant. Garant slows it down. Pass to Smith. Number 21, Hebert shot wide. Maybe on purpose as Mandrake's around to pick that up. Tick was there, but not in time. Here's Garant. To Smith. Constable tries to rush that play and get in the way. She does for a second, but it's regained the possession there. Great play by number 8 on the wall, Elborn. To Hebert, down low to Garant. Garant to Smith. Smith watched by Tick. To Mandrake. Mandrake controls, slows it down, spins off the check of Ram, tries a pass to the slot, but Ram gets a foot on it and blocks that. Now Ram lifts the stick of Mandrake, but Mandrake's hard on the middle there and holds the stick tight. Make sure he can't get it picked off. Here's Garant. Garant pass in front, blocked. Fox play up. Almost kept in by Smith. It hops over a stick. Icing waved off as Smith touches it. Tyler Smith. Great pass up to Ostrander. Gary Ostrander gets his own slap shot just wide. Here's Anzum's a shot from a sharp angle. Blocker save by Stewart. Anzum's again. Pass in front. Tick picks that up. Nobody there in the high slot as Anzum's had a chance to pop it right into a dangerous area, but none of his teammates were home, unfortunately for him. Here's Tick. Tick shoots. Pad save. Flero. Here's Smith. Tyler Smith. Chip pass up. Ostrander. Ostrander controls. Watched by Fox. Ostrander gets it past Fox's stick, but not his leg as he makes a great play with his body there defensively. Now pass across. Henwood. Henwood watched by Smith. Henwood chips it on goal, looking for a little chip in the corner there like Zach Hyman from Fowler, but he just out of his reach. Wasn't quite there in time, crashing the crease. Chipped up. Fox gets it down low. sent all the way down. That'll be icing against the Hot Wings, so we'll have a face-off deep in their zone momentarily. Couldn't quite get it past center before he chips that out. He was looking for a stretch pass along the high glass, one of his teammates, but by the time that he made that pass, his teammates that he was going to feed that to was driving the middle, didn't have time to touch it. Face off deep in the Hot Wing zone. Dylan Ostrander will take the draw against Golly. Golly defensively. Golly wins it back. Here's Verk in some feet, backhand, toe save by Stewart. Here's Anzems. Anzems watched by Verk. Great play. Good pass by Anzems down to Grinder. Down to Gary Ostrander. But trying to play it back to Dylan Ostrander, but it's blocked by Austin Golly. Now here's Chris Harmsmow. Harmsmow spins off the check, plays it to Golly. Golly feeds it up to Fowler, but he can't get it, but Harmsmow helps out. Harmsmow's backhand pass intercepted by Grinder. Now they get the zone and play it back. Ostrander, that was who did that there, rather. Sorry, I'm starting with my words here, a bit tired. Here's Flaro chipping it to Cathcart. Cathcart watched closely by Henwood. What a play. Spins off the check there. Makes him look silly. Cathcart, what a move. Goes on net. Stewart will play it up. Here's Chris Harmsmow. Harmsmow with Verk. On him hard was Gary Ostrander. Now it's chipped in by Dylan Ostrander to Gary. A shot, sharp angle, clearing attempt, fanned on by Verk. She gets it back, chips it up. But right to Ostrander in the slot, he kind of double clutches that and shoots it wide. Now chipped around. Here's Anzems. Anzem watched by Alina Verk. Anzem takes a look, shoots just high. Rebound, try to knock it down there was Harmsmow, but he can't. Now Ostrander to Anzem, shot off the glove of Stewart, I believe. Just out of play off the high netting. That almost looked like it was going in, but I guess I just had the wrong angle on it because it was going wide and then out of play. Good look and chances for the Silvertips once again, already up 3, looking to go up some more. The Hot Wings are getting dominated here thus far, I will admit. Not distance, just a fact, down 3-0. Just under 2 minutes left in this game. The Silvertips win the draw, kept in at the line. Hebert plays it down low. Was trying to feed that to Andrews, but it's out of his reach. Here's Jones. Jones gives it away in the slot. Oh, look, a shot. Loose rebound, spun shot. Blocked off the leg of Jones. Out of play. Great play by Jones right there. And thus far, he's been probably the best defender for his team. I'd argue he's probably been the best player for his team thus far. It's Matt Jones, number 69. Off the draw. It's picked up by Smith. Here's Smith, takes a look, shoots, hits his own guy in the back there, in some feet. Here's Matt Jones, pass up, blocked partially. Now chipped right back in deep. Pelly, watched by Jones. Played down low. Here's Garant. Garant pass in front. Tick will pick that up and make a quick play defensively. Now pass up the wall. Icing waved off as Hepilano's there quick, but Smith is there as well. Tyler Smith. Great defensive play there, hustling back. Here's Hebert. Hebert play up the wall, but it's intercepted by Tick at the center line. Here's Peter Tick with a look. Pass across, Hepilano. Look, shoots. Just high and wide. What a chance. Great pass by Tick. Great shot by Hepilano, but not quite enough space. Ran out of real estate a little bit there. Great play by Payment. Payment to Hepilano to Tick. Tick gets the zone. Pass to Hepilano. Runs out of space, but she takes a look. Shoots, blocked there by Garant. Rob Garant controls. Swung around, trying to feed that to Pelly. Pelly will get that off his body, kick it down to a stick. He'll get the middle and chip it in. Sid Payment will hustle after it. Payment spins off a check, controls. Good hustle there by Payment. Payment takes a look now for a pass. At the horn, shoots it on the net. And that'll do it for this first period of 2. Current score from this first frame, 3-0 in favor of the Silvertips over the Hot Wings. We'll be back at you shortly. Thank you for tuning in, and second and final period of this second to last game upcoming in about a minute and a half or 2. Don't go yet. Lots of action still to be had. Thank you. Hello everybody, welcome back to the action here. Second and final period of the second to last game this evening at Eagle Ridge Community Center in downtown Langford, Vancouver Island. Some Vancouver Island Ball Hockey League action. This is a Div 5-6 matchup. This is one of the last few days in the regular season. Then playoffs will commence shortly. I believe the start of playoffs is tomorrow. Off the draw. One cleanly. There's Grinder, a pass across. Off the draw, one from Ostrander to Cathcart. Here's Mandrake. Mandrake controls. Loses it, but gets it back. Chips it down low. And some feet. Here's Fox in a battle with Dylan Ostrander. Ostrander will chip it down. Seed who loses control of it. Pardon me. Constable will play it up. To Ram. Travis Ram. Right past to Golly. Here's Golly. Golly takes a look. Pass to the slot. Ram shoots. Big block by Dylan Ostrander there. Ostrander pass up. Mandrake. Keegan Mandrake controls. He gets the middle. Pass across. In some feet. And the Hot Wings clear it down for a moment. Here's Golly. Golly with a great look. Tries a pass to Seedhu, but it's out of his reach. They make center, so there's no icing. Cathcart will hustle after it defensively. Plays that up. Elborn. Looking for Guerin, but it's a block by Fowler. Fowler chips it to himself. Great play between his legs. To Seedhu all alone, a shot. Cathcart gets back with his stick defensively. Unreal back check by Cathcart there. Here's Grinder spinning that around. Mandrake watched closely by Constable. Mandrake will spin off that check and make it look easy. Pass to Garrett. Now pass down low. Elborn. Elborn watched by Fox. Here's Garrett. It's in his feet. Golly will pick it up. Garrett will get a smack at the ball though and chip it off his stick. Here's Garrett again from Elborn. Garrett. Ostrander shot tipped in front from Elborn. Saved by Stewart. Now pass to Garrett. A shot. Just wide on a sharp angle. Short side chance denied. Had a good look, but just couldn't get it on the net. Put it just wide. Chipped off the high glass. Here's Hebert. Hebert controls, spins off a check. It's Henward there on him, I believe. Yes, it is. Here's Hebert to Garrett. Rob Garrett controls. Garrett to Smith. Smith watched closely by Fowler. Smith backhand pass to Ostrander. Ostrander gets center line. Hustles in, watched by Verk. Alina Verk defensively. Pass across. Shot by Anzems. Great pad save by Stewart. Clearing attempt kept in though from Fox. To Anzems, he takes another look. A shot blocked by Fox in his feet. Anzem picks up the ball. Spins off a check now. It's loose. Henwood will pick that up. Just happened to be right there. He gets it to Tick. Here's Peter Tick. Great defensive play there by Hebert. Hebert controls, just drives the middle. Great look. Had a chance there, but driving the middle, but couldn't quite keep possession. He'll get it back, though, now to Ostrander's shot off a stick of Verken high. Here's Logan Anselms. Anselms controls, takes a look, shoots, sharp angle, wide. Here's Hepilano trying to clear it out. Great play by Hebert there to chip it in, but then Verk will help out Hepilano. Now Verk to Hepilano once again. They help out each other there. Here's Smith. Hebert. Anselms. Garant. Garant gets the zone. Watched by Verk and Hepilano. Garant passing across. Hermsmau almost gets in the way. He can't get the stick on it, though. It's loose behind the, rather on the side of the net, up in the air. Hermsmau tries to clear it. It's knocked down with a high stick, but it's in the defensive zone, so it's let go. Anselm shot at the net. Stewart makes a save. Henwood. Pass off the high glass to Peter Tick. Tick. Slows it down. Takes a look. Here's Tick. Hepilano. Hepilano back to Tick, but it's intercepted. Anselms. Great play up to Ostrander. Gary Ostrander controls. Takes a look. Pass across Anselms. Dylan Ostrander rushing the net. Shot blocked by Hermsmau. Way to get his body in the lane and block a chance. A shot, they score! Anselms right to Ostrander, and he makes it 4-0. And just like that, the lead is being added more and more early in this second and final period as the Silvertips go up 4-0. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Pretty clean game so far. I don't think there's been a single penalty. That's a bit rare, I'll be honest. You don't usually see no penalties this late into a game. The VIVHL has a lot of people that are very passionate about the sport, and we usually get a lot of penalties. Not necessarily undisciplined or dangerous ones, but just playing hard, you're bound to have penalties. This game has been almost oddly clean. Almost too clean of a game, it feels. Radanovic shot right into the breadbasket of Flair. He'll swallow it up with his glove and make the save. Face off deep in the Silvertip zone. Golly will take the draw offensively as Ostrander will take the draw defensively. Austin Golly versus Dylan Ostrander. Ostrander wins it back. Cathcart from the draw one from Ostrander. Grinder all the way up the wall. Pelly can't get it though. It's blocked at the wall by Jones, but then Golly tries to rush the slot but can't quite do so. As they play D to D, Cathcart to Grinder. Troy Grinder, the captain of the Silvertips here, takes a look. Great pass up to Ostrander. Gets the middle. First pass blocked by Sidhu. Second chance goes through. Jared Andrews watched by Sid Payment. Sid Payment on Andrews hard. Great battle. Payment gets the ball off Andrews. What a play. She was hounding him. Payment there with a great play. She never gave up on that ball. Stayed with him and ended up hounding on him so hard he makes a mistake. And they almost have a chance up. Now they're in the defensive end, down 4-0. We'll see if they can get a goal here, or a couple goals, and get back within reach here of a comeback. Here's Payment. Payment just made a great play defensively earlier. Pass up off the stick of Radanovic. And it goes to Cathcart. Icing was waved off. Here's Grinder. Grinder pass up off a foot. And to Ostrander. Dylan Ostrander. Great pass across. Pelly. Pelly gets it off his leg and some feet. Chris Pelly controls. Jones, great defensive play there to stay with him though, and won't let him drive the high glass there now. Matt Jones will play it up. Pass up, here's to the middle. Here's Ram. Ram to Fowler. Fowler with a look, shoots. Falero makes a save, it's blown dead. Bit of a delayed whistle there, but it will be blown. Shots on goal 18-9 in favor of the Victoria Silvertips over the Victoria Hot Wings. Score 4-0 in favor of the Silvertips over the Hot Wings as well. Hot Wings get the offensive draw. We'll see if they can get one here and get it within reach of a comeback. Tick on the draw versus Garant. Tick wins it offensively. Tick pass up to the middle. Shot off a stick defensively of Mandrake. Hits the roof out of play. Face-off draw will be redone right in the same spot it was moments ago. Tick and Garrett once again, same draw. This time Garrett wins it back defensively. Ram tries to hustle back, but he can't. Up the boards, kept in at the center by Constable. Constable to Fox. Fox's shot blocked by Mandrake partially, and Garrett will pick that up. Here's Rob Garrett taking a look. Pass to Keegan Mandrake. Mandrake controls. Pass to Garrett, shot just high. Here's Constable trying to play it up to C2, rather Ram, but it's out of his reach. Shot by Mandrake, tip in front, looking there was number 8. Number 8, who's that again? That is Elborn. Sent all the way down. Going to be icing against the Victoria Hot Wings. Face-off will go deep in their zone. Face-off to the left side of the Hot Wings goaltender, Stewart. And unfortunately for them, they have another defensive zone draw. Shot by Elborn, kick save by Stewart, out of play off the netting. Face-off will be done in the same spot, just like it was once again. Left side draw here. Face-off draw again. We'll see if Tick can win it defensively this time. Off the draw, he does win it defensively. It goes to Stewart. Stewart will play it behind the net for Constable. Great draw win by Tick there. Constable to Fowler. Fowler to Tick. Peter Tick driving. Great back check by Smith. Gets a foot in it, kicks it off the breakaway attempt from Tick. Pass across by the Silvertips. Not on the mark. Here's Smith to Mandrake. Mandrake down low to Garrett. Here's Garrett. Garrett controls. Rob Garrett takes a look, plays it behind the net, looking for Mandrake. It's out of his reach. He'll hustle back on the wall, but it's picked off his stick by Fowler. Now Fowler to Tick. Tick controls. Fowler brings it in, pass across, looking for Tick. A little chip in, but it's just in front of him. Great hustle though by Tick to take a look. Pass across. That's Ram. Tick fires. Shot. Screened to kind of the goaltender, a little screened high by Garrett, but as he tries to block it, it goes through him, but wide of the net. Here's Hebert. Hebert plays D to D to Smith. Tyler Smith controls. Here's Smith taking a look. Pass up the middle. Garrett. Pass up to Mandrake. Mandrake watched closely by Constable. Gets it through though, but now pass to the middle blocked by a Hot Wings player. Hepelano will take a whack at it. Chipping it in and hustling after that is Henwood. But Smith will get there first, but Golly intercepts it. Golly bringing it in. His stick gets lifted by the captain, Troy Grinder, with a great defensive play. Now pass in the zone. Elborn loses control of the ball. Verk hustling on Garrett there, trying to pick it off Garrett's stick. Pass to the middle, blocked there by Golly from a good look for Mandrake, but he couldn't get it. It's blocked by Golly in the middle. Garrett winds, fires just high. Just over the crossbar there, and a great look from a slap shot from Garrett. Here's Harem Samau. Harem Samau watched by Mandrake. He gets past him. Hepelano tries to kick it to her stick, but it's through her legs there and loses possession. Now here's Ostrander. Ostrander shot. He scores. Oh, what a rip that was. That was a nice shot. Camera guy Chris agrees. That was a nice shot. Oh my God. I don't even know how he found space there. The hell was that? What a shot. And they lead by 5. 23rd shot of this game. Absolute snipe city by Ostrander. Gary Ostrander gets another one. This is a absolute beating the Hot Wings are giving the Silvertips are giving the Hot Wings here. We'll see if they can get back within it here at the halfway point of the second and final frame. About 7 minutes, 45 seconds left in this game. Hot Wings pass it up. Here's Hepelano. Hepelano brings it in herself. Cathcart gets beat there, but he'll redeem himself and get back and lift the stick and control and regain possession in his own zone. Pass up. That was Grinder to Anzems, to Dylan Ostrander, to Gary Ostrander. Ostrander gets the zone, watched closely by Golly. Golly on him hard, but Ostrander maintains possession. Ostrander drives the middle, has space, shoots just wide. Dylan Ostrander on the rebound. Shot hits the side of the net. Here's Verk to Hepelano, to Golly. Golly controls. Golly to Henwood. Henwood takes a look. Pass way off the mark, way behind Hepilano there. I don't know what that pass was. That one was not where it was supposed to be. I think he kind of towed it and fanned on that pass across because it looked like he had her, but behind her in the play, she crashes to the side. Here's Grinder, pass across, shot, and he makes the save. Another shot, he makes another save. Oh my God, Stewart. Curtis, unreal, and now a shot and they score. Oh, what? After two huge saves like that, you gotta be. The defense has gotta be there. What are you doing? Oh no. Save point blank. I thought he had an empty net. Stewart gets across with the glove. In the second attempt, he stacks the pads. Like Patrick Weil here or something. Kicks it out. And the third chance, the defenders were nowhere to be found. And he's out of position after making two huge saves. And they snipe it top cheese. 28th shot of the game scored by the Silvertips as they lead 6-0. Constable, rather payment battles for the ball, but Anzems gets it away. But now Radanovic gets out at center. Sidhu trying to go back to Tick after Radanovic intercepts at the center line. There's a pass across. Jones will intercept that. Radanovic. Radanovic tries to play it in, but it's blocked by Hebert. Now Smith will pick that up. Smith pass D to D is blocked. Radanovic battling on the wall. He keeps it in his feet. Battle with the sticks, and nobody gets whacked, so no penalties will be called. Chip play up off the boards. Andrews picks it up. Andrews pass across. Pelly shot. Saved by Stewart. Crashing the side now was Andrews, but Stewart poke checks it to the corner. Now here's Payment. It's cleared down and out. Mandrake will pick it up and throw it to Fulton, the ref, as we have a draw just outside the Hot Wing zone in neutral territory. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in this game. Technically, it should be on run time as the Silvertips are up 5 or more goals, but I guess they'll just let them play. We have the time, might as well let them go. And blow the whistles there. Rather stop the clock there. Here's Smith. Andrews. Shot blocked by Sidhu. Smith to the point to Hebert. Hebert fires. Shot is blocked by the shaft of the twig there of Tick. And here's Fowler chipped up in the air to Tick. Pass up. Great play by Hebert there to Garrett. Garrett gains the zone. Watched closely by Constable. Pass across. Looking for Pelly, but it's out of his reach, but he'll get back off the rebound from the high glass and pick it up to Smith. Great pass, rather great shot, just wide. Matt Jones battling with Pelly there. Pelly will get it, chip it across. Payment will pick it up, gets it to Tick defensively. Pass up, here's Fowler, but just couldn't get there in time. As he drills Smith, and Smith wanted the call, but nothing will be called there. I agree with Reddy there. He was already falling down. Here's Dylan Ostrander, pass across. Great defense, Jones. Ostrander gets it back again. Another pass across. They score. Oh my. This game is getting far, far away of the grasps of the Hot Wings here as the Silvertips lead 7-0. It will now be run time. Should have had that before, but they will have it now. A little bit of like a sort of a mercy rule there. Face off center court. Golly will take the draw for his team, the Hot Wings, and Dylan Ostrander will take the draw for his team, the Silvertips. Ostrander wins it to Grinder. D to D to Cathcart. Cathcart off the high glass. Pass up to Elborn to Ostrander. Back to Elborn. It's out of his reach. He'll swing back and get it though. And he'll play it up. Ostrander off the arm of Dave Reddy there. Pass to Mandrake just out of his reach. Constable might have got a little chip on it. Couldn't quite see it there. Shot from Elborn goes wide. Fowler up in the air. Ball checks up to the middle. On goal, it's knocked out of harm's way by Constable. Now Golly will pass it up to Fox. Here's Fox controlling, shoots it on goal. Golly will hustle after it. Grinder there. Grinder chips it down. Here's Mandryk to Ostrander. Ostrander to Elborn. It's off his stick. So no icing. Now a pass attempt blocked. A shot. Glove save. Still loose. Clearing attempt. Kept in at the line by Troy Grinder, the Silvertips captain. Cathcart takes a look. Sees a tip in front by Elborn, but it's out of his reach as he tries to make that tip out of the air. Couldn't quite get the twig on it. That's icing going against the Hot Wings with just over a minute left. And that'll pretty much do it, folks, for this game. Run time, a minute and some change left. 7-0 in favor of the Silvertips over the Hot Wings. 60-second mark. And Golly will take the face-off defensively for the Hot Wings, whereas Garrett will take it offensively. 50 seconds left in this game. Dylan Ostrander, rather. Shot. Gary Ostrander, rather, not Dylan. He gets a shot. A big save by Curtis Stewart and just wide. Here's Ostrander, tries to pass it to Grinder, but he gets hounded by Constable there. Now Hepilano. Hepilano takes a look. Pass across. Shot just wide, late, and a great chance. Radonovich gets a whack at it, but Cathcart plays it up. Kept in center. Here's Hepilano. 20 seconds remaining. 15 seconds. Hepilano to Constable, to Fowler. Fowler shot. Big save, Flero. Clearing attempt fanned on, but then the second whack at it gets it down. 6 seconds left. Pass in. 1 second. Shot just high at the horn. And that'll do it. Silvertips take this game with a score of 7-0 against their opponents, the Hot Wings. Shots on goal, 33 in favor to 11 in favor of the Silvertips here, as they absolutely dominate the Hot Wings and slaughter them 7-0. And thank you very much for watching this one, folks. We'll be back at you with the final matchup of this evening shortly. And that is a game. Who's playing last? I don't even remember. I'm sorry, folks. We'll be back with that shortly. Thank you for tuning in. And final game is